Okay, cool. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2, test 1, 2, test 1, 2. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2, test 1, 2. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2, test 1, 2, test 1, 2. Hold on, let me hear that.
That's a lot of background noise.
I think I fixed it. Because you see there, it's like going into the yellow. You gotta watch out for that. The phones was so high, I think if you lower it a bit, it should be okay.
Yeah, this isn't here versus. There's just a little bit of background noise.
Okay.
And welcome everybody to the home of Indiana Tech, the Warriors. Here we are, the BGSU Falcons going to be taking the ice as they take on the Warriors, looking for their 4th win of the season. Join us, everybody. Thank you so much for a beautiful night here on Saturday. I'm Dan Ridenour. We got a special guest coming up in just a little bit, but here are the opportunities ahead. Bowling Green coming off a 6-1 victory after yesterday, and here it goes again, looking for some more momentum to try to follow through and keep it going. But so far, so good. Just the opportunities ahead that BG is going to have to take advantage of. It's all or nothing right now. Looking at the situation up ahead as well, you take a look at Indiana Tech. This team has been struggling so far. They gave up 6 goals yesterday. And beyond that, there's really just a lot of room to grow right now for BG, and just takes it along that direction. But we're going to get things rolling along here. We're going to have Mitch Norkovicius starting in net. Mark Rudo, Anthony Higgins, and Ryan Hoover going to be the starting lineup. And here we go. As we begin on defense, we're going to have Aiden Granica, Austin McMullen, and in the booth, we're going to have Tanner Amos joining us as our special guest tonight. Here we go. Puck drop going to be won back by Indiana Tech, looking for some more breathing room up ahead. Going on that far side, Higgins to make a quick move and goes right back as that puck will be picked up by Ethan Matthews and then taken into the zone. We'll have our first stoppage of play.
Yeah, glad to be here, Dan. Really, Falcons need to continue what they were doing yesterday. Just putting pucks in deep. Didn't have our best game, but really need to work on controlling the puck and just slowing things down against a team like this where we can work on some of those things.
Well, and the puck will be taken right back the other way. And here, the show so far, Indiana Tech, from what we've seen, has the most of possession, as Hoover's going to try to take that one. Not quite. Going to fall just a little bit short, and we will be going the other direction as now we will proceed and get this one rolling along. Going right back into the corner now, taking for it back will be McMullen. He's got some breathing room ahead, goes right into the corner right in front for Granica. Granica going to pass that one out, look for somewhere else he can go. More direction up ahead, we'll see what he can do with it. So Granica takes it back over to McMullen again, and then back to Granica looking for something in that corner. Been defense on defense so far today. We'll see what else that can translate over as this one will be taken back and through. Looking for somewhere else to go, but this one will keep it moving as CJ Brown making an appearance. He has played both games so far this weekend. Going for it into the corner, Seth Gobble going to be trying to take that one in as well. Conway going to be on defense. Letting it back through and away. Puck taken away though. Gaeta gets taken to the ground and then taken to the ground again. As Gobble will try to get that one out. Going to be stopped though and just taken right back in by Paterick. Looking for somewhere else they can go. High shot and then not quite the attempt to be made by Ivan Kisira, but not going to work in the favor of the Warriors as there's some more chippiness and a delayed penalty. CJ Brown looks like he got caught up in that a bit. Was kind of the difficult factor there. Joey McCready to get the penalty.
Yeah, continuing here for Indiana Tech. A lot of penalties yesterday as they get one here early. Just a high hit there and good call by the refs. Let's see if BG can capitalize. Not a huge amount of luck yesterday on the power play, but let's see what they can do here tonight.
18-13 currently to go in the first period as we'll take it right back on the far side of the rink all the way down. The third game we're broadcasting this year rinkside. We got 2 against Louisville, if you remember that series. And we'll go right back through it again. One back to Granica and then going into the corner for McMullen. Going to see that common trend of Rudo playing defense as McMullen went a little bit down, but now Rudo's going to go over onto the left wing. Is he going to keep it in the zone? Not quite cleared out by Indiana Tech. As now McMullen will be the one to chase, has one on him and due for it. Going right back for it. He'll just choose to wait and then goes over to Mark Rudo. Taking it now on the far right side. Rudo's got some opportunity. Going to try to get one through and knock just a bit away from Ethan Matthews. As this one will be back to Granica and one. Looking for somewhere else to go in front to Higgins. He will choose not to shoot. Tries to go right back on the attempt. And not quite. That one going to fall just a little bit short.
Yeah, great opportunity there for Higgins. He's got to rip that one home quick.
And then going right back and going to be trying for something, and we'll continue onward. Play continuing as just the situations up ahead going to have some continuity, just needing to get this one on the road. Currently waiting it back along. Trying for something. One back to Scholze from McMullen. As now he's just going to choose to wait. Less than a minute remaining in the McCready penalty. As now we'll take it right back and through. As that one's one back. Taking it to Scholze again. Trying for something high, and that's going to be picked up and then taken down the far way. Norkovich is going to get that off the clear. As we will be at full strength sooner than later. Scholze now going to have the opportunity going up to center. Waiting for somewhere to go. He's got C.J. Brown as an intended target. Going right back through. Brown wings right past one, but not quite able to pull it through, as that one will go right out and go the other way for Indiana Tech. As now looks like Scholze is going to be chasing after it. Kleinow to pick it up. Kleinow over to Brown again. Going to be trying for it. Going to be knocked away, though, by Pumala, as the penalty will conclude for Indiana Tech. Looks like this will be in a few seconds. The puck in front in the play. We'll get it caught and through.
Another scrum here in front of the net. We've seen that a lot yesterday, and it looks like that may continue today, as just those plays in front. Got to make sure that the Falcons can come out here and bury those ones home. That's a big part of how we're going to have to attack this team, is just the dirty goals.
Well, currently 16:05 remaining in our first period. Nobody to score yet. One penalty. That will go on McCready, as he was roughing it up a little bit, but now it goes right back and over into the neutral zone, and then Gaeta is going to get that one knocked right in. As we're going to wait on it here and trying for something. Getting it moved back along on the far side. Just a bit of a wait here as this one keeps it right back and through. Going across for Tech as they try to break out. Gaeta and intercept it, as he will be the one there to have the attempt and getting it back. So this one going for Tech, as now they have a bit of an opportunity up ahead, right in front, past Gaeta. Conway there to chase it through, and so is Norkovicius. It looks like Conway's going to get into it in the corner. There's a bit of pushing and shoving there with Kyocera. So 15:25 will keep us going. Play right in front. Higgins going to be the one to take the draw here for the Falcons. No defenseman in front. They'll line up three in front of Norkovicius. Granica going to win that one back. Goes in through and right into Norkovicius. That one will go.
Yeah, we need the Falcons here, the wingers, to really pick up those D-men. We got some fast guys on the ice, except for number 6, but we'll see what happens when these guys can get free, because pressuring these defensemen is going to be a big part of making them fumble the puck.
Well, I saw the little bit of a jab there at the number 6 at Hoover. Is that kind of a comment that you have about yesterday? You think all his goals were just backdoor, or just?
He figured out a way to bury them, and that's all that matters. So see if he can bury a couple more today.
Well, and how about that for Ryan Hoover? Doubles his goal total from 3 to 6, just like that. Will overtake the other man in the lineup, who has Nolan Patton. He has 4 so far this season. Mark Rudo in third with 3. As this one's one back for Bowling Green in front. McMullen going to be trying for it. The shot right for Indiana Tech, and not quite on that.
Good save there by Mitch. Got to clear out the front.
Well, Norkovicius, this is going to be his 6th start so far this season. Currently has a 6 goals against average and a save percentage of .855. But this one gets back and away again. Going right back. Owen Bentley looks like he's going to have to battle for it behind the net. Aaron Craven there for it, as that one will be taken back for Indiana Tech. Going into the corner now. Scholze has an opportunity. Going to try to clear it to the far side. Bentley there for a bit of pressure as well. Gobble going to step in as the center. Going right back and away again. Just battling for it. Scholze, the man in the corner, currently going for Potgen in that. As a whistle's blown, play continues. Must have been the other rink. Cleared by the Falcons as this one goes back and away Indiana Tech will keep possession.
Lots of scrappiness in front of the net here. Let's see if the refs let it play. They have so far, so let's see what happens today.
In the neutral zone from Bentley to Updike, not going to dump it in, keeps possession. Pass out in front, and that's Gobble. Does he have the backhand? And no.
Great opportunity there for Seth Gobble.
A close one that almost got it, but just fell a bit short as we'll tighten things up here. And a lot of intensity so far. And we're only 6 minutes into this, Tanner.
It's been an exciting start. Couple big hits, couple scraps after the whistle. We saw a lot of that yesterday, so I'm guessing that that'll continue today, as it already has.
Well, and we'll take it back through and continue onward. So now it's going right back into the corner. Looks like Stoller's the man down there trying to take care of it. Out there with McLaughlin, Gata, Conway going to be the two defensemen. And Kleinow in front trying to get a tip, and that one will go right into the corner. As Kleinow will go after the body. Hand goes up, the shot for Bowling Green. Looks like we'll have the first Falcon penalty of the night on Jack Kleinow.
Good job on the kill yesterday by the Falcons. Let's see if that continues. Weren't on it a lot yesterday as penalties are more one-sided, and we'll see what happens today as we get another early penalty.
Well, and this one will go from far to near. Nolan Patton going to be out there with Ronan McLaughlin as the two forwards, and then you're going to put Gata and Conway on defense. Gata currently in front. Norkovic is getting a bit of a screen, though, by McCready. That one going on to the far side, right in front, and then McCready going to pass that one out. Bowling Green needing to play the box right now, as that one will right back for Gata. He's able to get the clear. No icing. Let's get a line change as the line of Rudo, Higgins will go out there, with Granica and McMullen. Going to be tips, though, by Indiana Tech to avoid the icing. So McMullen going to try to get that one back over to Granica now, as this will be another strong clear for the orange and brown defense.
It's good work there by the Falcons, really protecting the house. One goal yesterday from Indiana Tech was a open shot in the slot, so I think we're really focused on making sure we don't let that up again.
Well, the Warriors to take it now from the far side, a bit of a Statue of Liberty style of play. Not quite going to work for McCready, as this one will go. And then taken back. Rudo now has an opportunity, the chance. Looking for an open man, does not find one. We'll have to dump it behind the net. Higgins now with the puck. Going to try to get clear of something. He'll go back and through. Back through in front again. Going to try to get open as there's around 47 seconds left in the Kleinow penalty. So Tech going to get a draw here and keeps it going. Going to be forced wide by Higgins. Puck knocked away. Granica there for support. Still going behind the net. Going to be trying for it. McMullen knocking that one away. Right in front, going from the Indiana Tech defense, as Granica will be there as well. So this one taken right back into the corner, waiting for something. McMullen going to be trying after it, but not quite. Rudo to pick it up. Puck knocked away. No icing called on that. It looks like 14 seconds and counting will remain in the Kleinow penalty.
Great work here by these killers, not letting them get set up. I think a big thing they need to do here on the kill is just keep pressure on this team. Well, make them force plays that they don't want to force.
Well, proceeding onward now, right pack behind Norkovicius. Scholze going to try to get a clear right onto the stick, though. Intercepted and kept in the zone by Spock. Knocked away, though, by Bentley into JT Webb. Going out to Hoover, as that one will just be a little out of his grasp and going to take us the other direction. And so still seeing what else is on. A bit of a scruffle in the corner. Seeing where that one going. Filer Johnson going to try to get the pass out. Not quite. Still looking for somewhere else to go. But a bit of a break now for Tech. Going to knock it the other way. Just a bit of a DC action from Aaron Craven. So Bentley has the puck. Gets it out to the Indiana Tech defense. Waiting for somewhere else. The intended target going to catch it and try for it, as that one will be in front. The attempt and not quite. Norkovicius with the stop.
Great play there by Mitch, being all over that shot from the far side. BG's got to make sure we pick up those guys, those third guy trail, and he was open there for a good shot, but good save by Mitch.
A big save there for Mitch, the Boston man, to get that one, and here it goes. Gobble to take the draw now, going to have a bit of a battle with Pumala. Seen the two of them battle it a lot so far this weekend. Right back out in front, Conway to get a piece of it, as that one will be taken back to the far side for Indiana Tech, as this one will go right back and through in front. Gobble going to intercept the play, though, trying to take it back the other direction, but Tech will get it. Going cross ice, and here they go. Gata with support. Looking for someone. Nobody there. That knock by Gata will get that one.
By Gata.
They're going to find a man, and Ridenour will be knocked as Tech will be forced to retreat, looking for somewhere to go. Going to go from that far side to the bench side. They've been trying that a lot. Conway going to go over to Gata so far on the line, as Gata will get that one back and through. No target. Going to say it was tipped, though, as no icing is called. Updike to chase after, the defense to change. As Gobble will have possession. Gets it in front. McMullen going to try the shot, and not quite, as this one's just physical so far. McMullen go for attempt 2. This one deflected over to Granica's side and will be kept in there. So still right down. 2 Falcons will join in with 2 Warriors, waiting for somewhere to go and find the opportunity up ahead, as Granica will knock that one in, looking for something else. Around 9 minutes 40 seconds remain so far, as this one's still going back along, waiting for somewhere else we can go. And just finds it right back into Bowling Green defensive territory. Norkovicius to play it. Pass out to McMullen. A bit of a breakout going. A high stick going to be called, though. Patton going to get a piece of it as play will continue onward. The Warriors will recover it, though, and going to try for something. McMullen going to go for a piece of it, but not quite, as we'll have a bit of a knock there. Granica still has possession of it and gets it out to McMullen. Austin now has a bit of breathing room, looking for somewhere he can go and an opportunity up ahead. So taking this one back and through, we'll see where it can go. Scholze going to try to find it. He'll get a knock, though, on the number 25 there of Ridenour, and that will end the play.
Good step up there by Jack Kleino. Didn't see him coming. Knocked him off the puck for a nice shot for Mitch. Easy save.
Well, and Kleinow not letting his size get in the way at all. He has been very physical and has been a dominating force for the Orange and Brown this weekend.
He really has, especially against a big team like this Indiana Tech team. They have some pretty big players, and he's not afraid at all.
Absolutely. Bentley going to try to go cross crease over to Patton, as that one will go into the corner and battling it back out and goes right back. Bentley going to get that to McLaughlin. McLaughlin to Kleinow. Taking it now on the far side and tries to go, and oh, he will be knocked. He's still down. A bit of a tackle there almost, it looked like, but not quite. Indiana Tech now going to have a bit of a breakout. Kleinow back up on his feet, looking for somewhere to go on to Norkovicius, and he'll get that covered, and that will end it there.
Good defensive play here by the Falcons. Not giving them very good shots and easy saves for Mitch. Really got to work on getting the puck out of the zone and setting something up in the offensive zone here for the Falcons.
Well, and we'll take it away from here and gets it going. Gata going to try to get that out of the zone. Not quite. Higgins was there for support. McCready still trying to battle through with Conway. McCready looking for somewhere he can go. Not quite. Has to go up high to the defense. The shot right in front. Looks like it goes off the back of Higgins, as now Hoover will try to clear that. Gets it out to the Indiana Tech defense. This one will just be knocked right into the corner. Gata now going to be looking. He's got possession of it. Just goes out to Conway. Conway going to get the pass out. Intercepted, though, by the Warriors in front. Loose puck picked up by Hoover. So Hoover to Rudo. Going to try to get something in. Mark going to lose possession of the puck, though. Not quite, as both will get knocked in the corner and down. Hoover still, though, going to need a second to get up and keep it rolling along. And offside now for Indiana Tech, as that one will go out to the neutral zone. Conway now to Hoover. Loose puck bouncing away. Goes right back to Liam. Conway on the rush, looking for something. Puck knocked away by Indiana Tech, and this one will continue onward. As Hoover will now have it, and does that one get in front? Not quite, just right behind. Looks like Conway's going to come off the bench. Granica to jump in. And we'll continue on where we left off. In front, though, the shot going to be high. The attempt was made there, but not quite by Potgin. Going to just be a little bit above, and then in front, that's a cross, and the shot. Norkovicius, though, with the save as the whistle is blown.
Looks like there might be a penalty here on Hoover as he's headed to the box. I'm not exactly sure what that one was about. Looks like they're going to call a slash.
And they'll give a slash there on Hoover. Going to be the second penalty against the Falcons today. Gives Indiana Tech their second power play, but, you know, scored a couple yesterday on the penalty kill.
Yeah, BG, make sure they stay composed and keep doing what they're doing. They had a great PK earlier today, but yesterday Indiana Tech's one goal was on the power play. But let's just make sure that the Falcons play how they know how to play and shut down this Indiana Tech power play like they did earlier in the game.
Well, they'll put Kleinow on the fourth. Going to be out there with Granica, Higgins, and McMullen as that one goes out, and then waiting through it back in 4 will be out there for Bowling Green. And then the puck knocked away, though. Kleinow able to get it right on that one from Scholl.
Great work by the Falcons here getting in front of pucks. Looking to just really boom one down the ice and keep this Indiana Tech team out of the zone.
And from there, they'll take it on and continue. This one going to be just wrapped right around. No icing going to be ruled, obviously, since Bowling Green is on the penalty kill. 20 seconds into the Hoover penalty is what we will have. We continue, though, through in and out. As this one, we'll find somewhere else we can go. Granica now going to be on the bit of a rush. McCready going to get the pass out. Puck knocked away in front. Loose puck in front of Norkovicius. Higgins not too thrilled about that one.
And just like yesterday, scrums in front of the net, a big thing for this Indiana Tech team is they crashed in that hard. And BG, great job keeping them out of the house.
Well, both sides being physical. Indiana Tech starting it. Bowling Green looking to match, as Higgins will get set to take the draw against Sebastian Dufort. And we'll get this one back.
Good hustle there by Higgins to see he gets a stick on that one, sending it into the bench.
Well, and another one will continue onward. Is just going to stay where we are, and we'll keep it rolling along. And going to be right back where we left off. Just a few seconds have gone by, as it's going to be a tie-up in front. Going to look for something. Dufort going to go right back out. And then the one-timer going to be way out left, attempted by Ivan Kashira, as McMullen will now have to play some defense. Loose puck in front of Norkovicius and picked away. And they're going to say it's a good goal. And looks like that will be scored by the number 11 of Sebastian Dufort.
Yeah, Mitch couldn't find that rebound off of the bad bounce off of a player's skate, it looked like, and it goes in short side. That's a tough one here for the Falcons. Is kind of been slow start here as they need to pick things up and play how they know how to play.
That'll be his 5th goal of the season, and comes at a rough time for the Orange and Brown off the Hoover penalty, but we'll be back to 5. And a man you are familiar with to take the draw, JT Webb, going to line that one back out to Owen Bentley, and then Bowden Stoller will dump that in, as Bowling Green will now proceed down 1. Going to be a bit of a rush as that one will go. Indiana Tech trying to go cross ice like they have all day. Looking for something, though. Shotstick, though, making his first appearance of the weekend. JT Webb going to try to get a knock in, as he'll go out, just knock right in front. Loose puck, though, past Shotstick and past Scholze. Goes to the neutral zone. Scholze going to go right back to Owen Bentley, though, as that one will get dumped in. Just knocked right off the stick, it looked like, of McCready for Indiana Tech.
Good work here out of this 4th line, making sure they keep pucks in the offensive zone and just really moving their feet. You love to see it out of these guys.
This one going to be taken in right on the draw. Looks like we're going to just stop almost immediately after that one and keep it rolling along. As
not really sure what happened there. Center got sent off the ice. I don't know if equipment malfunction or something like that, but new center for Indiana Tech.
Webb still to take the draw for Bowling Green. Stoller going to be there as well for support. As this one
and what a bounce out
back
in front.
Along, and that going in loose puck, and is that one passing? No.
Looked like a crazy bounce there off the glass as it popped right out to Conway in front for a good shot, and keep driving the net as these Falcons get some dirty goals in front.
Well, and yesterday Indiana Tech would play Jack Webster. Currently today it looks like they're playing Jacob Hawk. as we'll continue on back again. Going out in the corner, though, a bit of a tie-up. Stoller able to get that one away. Shot stick going to try to be there for support. Wild puck by JT Webb trying to get the shot as Bentley will try to get the pass in. Going back on the far side, though, still knocked into the corner. Webb going to look for a change. Seth Gobble to come in for that as the puck will bounce high. Scholze going to be there, and so will Bentley. As Gobble there for support, going to hold on to the puck and try to knock it away. And now right into the corner, right in front. Looking for something and back and forth. We will go as that one in front. Scholze going to be able to knock that one away into the neutral zone, force a retreat for the Warriors. Hunter Scholl going to have the puck and then taking it back away. CJ Brown with a bit of pressure, and so is Scholze. Scholze able to get that one out. Brown going to be there for support as Gobble will have to chase it on to the far side as this one will now go in and away past Conway. Scholze going to be there as well with Brown. Looking for somewhere they can go. CJ just still holding on to that and waiting as this one will continue onward and waiting it back on the other way. Keeping it going, but looks like we're going to stop play there with a little below 4 minutes remaining in the period. Well, and so here we go. Looks like Stoller, or no, excuse me, looks like the line of Gobble going to be out there with Updike, Brown, and then they're going to have Gata and Conway on defense. So here it goes back on the other way, keeps it rolling along as we will just stop play once again as if nothing happened. 3:44 left in the first period.
Yeah, Falcons really looking to pick things up here and see if they can get something working in the offensive zone.
This one will go now. Higgins going to try to win that back. Going to have Patton there for support. Mark Rudo going to be out as well. Conway going to have that in front, able to get a pass over to Patton. They're going to be trying for it. Goes into the corner now. Behind for Indiana Tech will be Kashera, but that one going out and wide in front. Going to try to get a tip as well on Norkovicius, but not quite will work.
Good track there by Mitch, as that was almost kind of a change-up shot there from the defenseman, and good save there.
And not going to work in their favor as we will just take the draw and line back up. Conway now has it, going to look for somewhere to go. He'll find Patton. Patton gets that one out in front to Higgins. And to Rudo again, but Higgins now going to have an opportunity. The shot, loose puck picked up, though, by Indiana Tech, as that one will be taken right out in the center. Gata going to get that off the glove in front, and then Higgins going to try for it, and so is Patton. He's got possession behind, but the puck will just knock and keep it going, as Higgins will now be forced to take it away. Going into the corner now, waiting for somewhere to go. Rudo has it behind, waiting for where his opportunity will arise. Gata out there as well, but intercepted. There's Higgins, the shot, and that one wide to the left. Not going to go the way they want it. Gata going to have the puck.
A big issue there we've seen from the Falcons a lot yesterday and throughout this whole season is hitting the net. Really got to work on those open shots and capitalizing.
Just an unfortunate turn of events here. No icing called. Conway going to have to battle that one in. Said he could have gotten there, just tried to let it pass. A little around 2:20 remain in the first period. Tech possession as Filer Johnson will try to get in there for support. Loose puck knocked away. And now we'll go the other direction. Here it goes for Filer Johnson. So getting it rolling along, right back and out in front. A bit of a mix-up as McLaughlin gets put it right into the crease.
Yeah, not sure what happened there. Looks like he might have got his feet taken out from underneath him and slid right in front of that net.
Well, and we'll continue on where things just waiting a bit here. Going to see what actually is the result, but we're going to have that line of Kleinow. Looks like he's going to be out there with Filer Johnson and McLaughlin, as we'll have the familiar line of Granica and McMullen out on defense.
Yeah, a couple new combos for the offense here. Let's see if these guys can figure out a way to put one in the back of the net.
Well, this one will be taken away and going now on the far side as Tech goes behind the net, really utilizing that to their advantage. As McMullen will try to get that to McLaughlin, just going to get tripped up a bit, and looks like they'll have an icing call since McLaughlin wasn't able to get a stick on that.
Yeah, that's just an unfortunate break there. He catches a toe in the ice and down in the Falcon zone. Let's see if they can figure out a way to get it back, because they've been playing pretty well these past couple minutes, putting it in the offensive zone and making plays, a couple good opportunities.
Well, and currently a minute 48 remaining in our period. Going to line up the triangle in front of Norkovicius. Loose puck, just going to roll right in as Mitchell get a glove on that one. So really utilizing Granica and Filer Johnson in front of Norkovicius for support. Going to put McMullen more in the corner as whistle will blow again. Going to be taken back. Tech going to get that and keeps it just barely in. Almost hit the netting behind, but Filer Johnson going to try to get a piece of it as well, and so is Granica. Right back in front, though. McMullen able to get a knock. Picked up, though, by the Indiana Tech defense. Hand goes up. Going to have to get onside as McMullen now has some daylight. Seeing where he can go, he'll get past one. Almost loses possession. Holds on. Still it goes now for McMullen. Going to try to get that in. Just going to be forced to dump it, as now we have around a minute 16 and counting remaining in our period. So going to try to continue onward, and we'll just go in that regard. But here we have it. Tech going to try to get that in front. Norkovicius the attempt. The rebound, though, going to be for Matthews as he tried to recover his own shot, but not quite this time. McMullen now has it for Bowling Green. McCready going to pick up the fumble as now Tech will have another breakout. The Warriors looking for something here. Going to just get the shot past Norkovicius as they'll get a dump. And will be Scholze back to Stoller, and then in front as JT Webb going to be chasing right after it. But here it goes for Spock. Going right back in front. Stoller going to try to lay the body. Webb to pick it up as that one will go right into the corner. Going to have Bentley get out there for Scholze as well. Just around 20 or so seconds remaining in the period. But here it goes for the Warriors. Right back in front. A bit of a hook there by Stoller, and then Bentley going to knock a man away, and oh my. Looks like they'll get Bentley there on one.
Yeah, it looks like he might have caught him up high a little bit, but hits like that have been going on all game, including yesterday. So don't love the call, but can't argue with that one.
Well, and it looks like he got caught up with Spock there, ironically leading the Warriors in penalty minutes. But, you know, that was the big thing yesterday that BG was able to take advantage of, was being on the power play. But it's kind of been a bit of a switch script, if you will. BG currently going to serve their third penalty of the game.
Yeah, not good here for the Falcons. They've given up one power play goal. Just need to make sure that we can get pucks out of the zone.
Well, and just needing to close it out. Going to be short-handed for the beginning of the second period, but now 5 seconds remaining. Just got to try to close it out. Gobble without a stick just needs to use his body, as this one will end. The puck will just be shot at the last second there by Matthews, and that will conclude our first period. So Indiana Tech is going to take a 1-0 lead just like that. We will conclude things here. We're going to be right back for a little intermission analysis, and we'll see what the second period brings, Tanner.
Yeah, I think we just need to make sure that we're staying out of the penalty box. It's been a big thing for us this first period, already with 3 penalties, 1 giving up a goal. So good pressure for the Falcons on 5-on-5, and I think that's where we are going to want to play.
Well, in a minute 48 will be served still, as they'll have to continue onward for the second period of the Owen Bentley penalty. But don't go anywhere. We will be right back. You are watching BGSU Club Hockey here on YouTube. And we welcome you guys back to Indiana Tech as we are here in Fort Wayne. A rough first period, though, but Bowling Green still holding on, just a one-goal game so far, as Owen Bentley is still serving a penalty. I'm Dan Ridenour, joined alongside Tanner Amos, but quite a physical game so far. How about that?
Yeah, definitely playing a lot like yesterday's game, just scrappy play. And BG yesterday did a good job of kind of staying out of the aftermath, but today they're kind of falling into it. A couple high hits, a couple after the play slashes that have kind of cost the Falcons. So we really need to make sure that we're staying out of the box and not falling into the kind of game that these guys want us to play.
Well, and a lot of instigation, if you will, that we're seeing so far with Indiana Tech, and mainly the way they're playing it on Bowling Green. I mean, Ethan Matthews has been a dominant force, Danny Spock as well. They've been two physical guys so far, but really just it's all about just kind of whether you want to buy into it or not, because obviously they're going to start it, but 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be the guy who starts it that gets called. It's going to be the guy who retaliates for it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody knows retaliation is usually what the refs are going to call, and BG just needs to kind of stay out of it. Like I said before, yesterday, it's kind of the same way, but they did a good job of kind of holding their heads together and letting them take the penalties. But today we just got to get back into that. We've taken a couple bad ones.
Well, and another thing, too, a lot less scoring than yesterday. If you saw and you remember the way that it was going, there was 7 total goals so far. There's only 1. But, I mean, still plenty of hockey left to be played, and definitely need a big recovery, though. But overall, just some changes to the BG lineup, still keeping things consistent for the most part. But we'll just have to see what can be adjusted here and changed, especially since, you know, Bowling Green being down right now, and, you know, now's the time to give it everything you got. If you come in now and you give it your all, you go to 4-12 on the year, which would be huge, especially with the Dayton series that, you know, your one win last season was at Dayton. You play them on December 6th. That'll be at Dayton, and then you get December 5th at the Slate. But Indiana Tech, too, the more hungry team so far today, looking for their first win of the season.
Yep, they really came out today, and you could tell that they wanted this one. And BG came out a little slow, but I think they started to pick things up. And this next period, we just got to come out and play like we know how to play and put a couple in the back of the net. Yesterday, scored 6. Shouldn't be an issue to get 1 or 2 in this period to kind of bring the boys back from this 1-goal deficit.
Well, and unfortunate, too, Owen Bentley getting called for the penalty in late time. I mean, that was not ideal, I'd say, but so far, though, I mean, you're going to have 4 out there, and a big advantage to this is, you know, attacking towards us, but also if you're able to clear it out real well. The BG defense has been clearing the puck out of their defensive zone really well today.
Yeah, they've been doing a good job keeping pucks out of the house. That one unlucky bounce that happened up in the back of the net. But other than that, they've done a great job keeping people out from in front of Mitch and letting them see pucks. And really that's all you ask for, because the goaltending we have at BG has really been stepping up this year. And if they see the puck, there's a good chance that they're going to make a save. So just clearing guys out in front and clearing out pucks. This Kill needs to keep doing what they're doing.
Well, and a big thing with BG, too, is this goaltending, the skills they have. I mean, you have Riley Martin, who is not dressed for tonight. Normally you dress 2 out of the 3. Tim Whitehead in the backup, and Norkovicius obviously going to keep it rolling. But, I mean, you look at it so far, just a strong side for goaltending so far today. It's just going to have to continue. And, I mean, 1 goal is not nearly as much as you think it is. You just got to get 1 play, 1 shot of the puck, and the world's changed.
Yep, 1 shot. Really all the Falcons need here is make sure we hit the net. Obviously, been a big issue. Yesterday, missed the net a couple times on some key factors. It didn't end up hurting us. But today, we really need to make sure we come out and are putting pucks on net, making the goalie make a save. Haven't really shown much of the goalie here, as haven't seen a ton of shots and missed the net a couple times. But let's make sure that we put pucks on net and make him move and make him make saves.
Well, and I mean, you are correct. There's been not anywhere near enough shots today. I mean, the ozone pressure just for Bowling Green is not getting established right now, and really overall, they just got to get the turnovers. They got to get the forecheck. They got to move the puck. I mean, what's been so successful so far for the Warriors is moving that puck. You know, going from the far side to the near side, going cross ice. It's just the puck movement. It's forcing the Falcons to move their feet and try to keep up. And currently, they're having a difficult time doing that.
Yeah, just getting pucks from our D zone into the O zone and not just dumping it, but having possession. And even if we are dumping it, getting there and winning battles has been kind of an issue for the Falcons today, as we haven't won a ton of battles. But I think they step up here, and we can be a physical team, and we can play on the physical side against a team like this. So I think we just need to be the more physical team, as earlier in the game we have not been. And as it's shown that they have kind of gotten in our heads a little bit maybe in that first period, but just need to regather and play fast hockey. We have some good players that have good speed that can go right around some of these Indiana defenders, so we'll see what happens here in the second period.
Well, let's get things rolling along, get it going on the fast side of things. A big opportunity will await, as Jack Webster is not playing tonight. Currently we have Jacob Hack, who is in for Indiana Tech currently. We're going to get things lined up. Looks like we're going to have that line of Anthony Higgins and Mark Rudo out there with Austin McMullen and Aiden Granica. No Hoover due to the shorthanded opportunity for Bowling Green, but here we will go. McCready going to be on the right side. Looks like, though, we're going to take the draw from Ethan Matthews and get right back and set for period number 2. That one going to be won right back by the Warriors as they'll start the play going back along now. Getting it over on the far side and just going to be waiting as this one will just roll to the neutral zone. Higgins going to try to get some heavy pressure, though, and going out. Pass from Scholl, going to have it, and then goes over on the far side. Quick rush now for Indiana Tech going across. Matthews going to be the one there trying for it, as Granica going to have McCready in the corner. Going to be waiting after that one as well. So this one will continue as Tech will try to get something going. Waiting for the opportunity, going up ahead. The shot right in front, though, by Scholl, an attempt. Going to be just a little bit over to the far side, not quite. McMullen going to have the opportunity up ahead. Going to try to clear that one out. Going to be stopped, though, by Scholl. That will not find the neutral zone. Matthews to pick it up. Going to get the high shot right over Norkevicius' head and off the glass, as Matthews going to look for another shot. Higgins going to try to put some force on that, but Scholl going to get a shot. Screened a bit was Norkevicius, as that puck will go over to the far side and finally get cleared right in front.
Good play there by Higgins. The BG needed that, as they were getting lots of shots against on that power play.
Well, 35 seconds remain in the Bentley penalty as we keep this one rolling along. Going to go, and Scholl going to walk the line a bit, and then the shot by Scholl going to be blocked and then cleared
Great
by
way to
Gobble.
get in front of that by Seth Gobble. That's what we need here on the PK from the Falcons, is guys getting in front of pucks, not being afraid of taking one for the team.
And then Scholl waiting behind the net, Gobble to retreat, and now we'll have the rush begin. And Asela going to drop the puck back, and then he'll keep it going. Updike going to knock it away, though, and try to get that in front. Knocked away, though, as Gaeta will just find the boards, and the penalty will be concluding. Bentley will be out. Falcons back at full strength. They'll exchange for a forward here, as McLaughlin will go out, but another goal for Tech.
Yeah, BG there off the change, off the power play, and just let a guy walk in, and a good shot from the slot. Got to make sure we pick up guys in the house, as looks like both goals today have been just not picking up men in front of the net.
Unfortunate situation, backdoor, but it looks like Sebastian Dufort going to get his 6th goal of the season, his 2nd of the night by the looks of things. Kind of hard to see all the way down there, but now you'll have a game within 2. As Dufort will take the draw here, going to go against Kleinow for it. And we'll continue where we left off. The play going back for it again, and another rush, as this one's just taken right into the corner. Owen Bentley going to try to get in there. Kleinow with him as well. Battle for it behind the net. Kleinow knocked. Looks like the ref's going to see numbers there, and an Indiana Tech penalty.
Yeah, that's a great play there by number 18, Jack Kleinow, just really working hard, moving his feet and getting in front of that guy as he hits him from behind. And that's just a lot of effort there and drawing a good penalty. And this is a big opportunity here for the Falcons, down 2, as they let one up early. They really need to put one here.
Well, we'll see what comeback season can do. Ryan Hoover back out there with Jack Kleinow, C.J. Brown on the 2 forwards on the wing, and then you're going to have Ted Scholze, and looks like you're going to have Andrew Updike out on defense. Scholze, the shot, though, going to go wide and out, as Updike will pick it up, going to wait, going to take advantage of the man advantage. The shot in front, quick shot. Looks like the ref lost sight of it, no goal.
Very quick whistle from the ref, as I looked like that was a very easy say to be able to see that puck pop out. I'm not really sure what he lost there, but.
Well, Hoover was looking for the rebound, not too happy about it. Said my mustache was better. As that one will go out, and then one back for Updike, and wait for something. Goes to the corner, through the stick of Hoover, as C.J. Brown going to try to pick it up right in front of us. Looks like around 1:38 to go in the Indiana Tech penalty, as Scholze will pick that up for Kleinow. Going to hold on to it, loses it, slips, over to Scholze, cross to front. Updike, though, gets shot as blocks. Kleinow back to Updike again. Puck in front, not quite. Brown to try to get it going, as that will be cleared by Indiana Tech, and Scholze will have it.
Good pressure there by the Falcons. Need to be able to bury some of those pucks as we get a couple shots blocked. Got to find the lanes to be able to put that puck on net.
Well, a close call there to be ruled. Going to claim that Kleinow was offside, and that will be where we are at. Is now we're 3 minutes into the second period. Going to be starting now out for Mark Rudo, Seth Gobble, and Anthony Higgins with Austin McMullen and Aiden Granica. The play's one right back. Gobble knocked to his feet and going right and away, as that will just be a long clear. And going to have to go. Norkovicius knocks it right back to Rudo, and then going for Granica, as now he'll have a bit of momentum going. Clear, daylight ahead. He'll try to find some opposition, though, and then in front, and that one will be cleared and wrapped around out to Higgins. Puck knocked away, though. Rudo to pick it up at the line. Mark going to go over to McMullen. Knocks right back to Granica again. Puck loose, and that will be knocked into the neutral zone. As this one goes right back for Granica, and then McMullen going to try to pick it up. Nobody able to get there, however, as that one knocked right into the corner again, and going to continue play along on the far side. It looks like Higgins is going to be there. Going to try to establish some O-zone pressure here. Knocked away for Rudo. Puck is loose, and then Spock going to have the opportunity, as now Tech will take it the other direction. So this one just waiting it back and along. Waiting for something. Higgins not quite able to get a piece of it. Neither's Granica. Out to McCready, and that will be into Norkovicius' glove.
It's a good save there by Mitch, coming out and getting in front of that puck, as they had some good pressure on our power play there, and not too much longer before we're going to be 5-on-5, and that's kind of where the Falcons have been in their strengths, is 5-on-5 today, giving up 2 power play goals. So really need to make sure that we give our opportunities to score one.
Well, and Bowling Green trying to get a goal on their second power play of the day, and that will not be the case, as we're back to full strength. Lost right in front, though, by Webb, and then taking it back and away again. Filer Johnson going to let him pass, and then taking it will be Kashira for the Warriors. Going now down into the corner, right in front. A little bit of a triangle, but the 3-man pass, but not quite going to work. Filer Johnson there, heavy pressure. Waiting for something also with Stoller. Trying to get somewhere to go. Conway going to be able to step in front of that. Gata looks to clear. Going to be in the feet now of Filer Johnson, chasing it back the other way, but Scholl's going to get a piece of it first and taking it back the other direction, as that one will be knocked in as well. Battling into the corner. Filer Johnson will be there. Stoller right in front now. Bowden has the puck on his stick. Looking for somewhere to go off the referee's skate, as that one will just be a battle in front. Gata going to try to keep that one in.
Good keep there by Gata.
There's another one in. Filer Johnson going to try to give insurance for Gata. Filer Johnson going to get a big hit there on Scholl, but it looks like Hunter's going to be the one up with it, and now it'll be a breakout. Schbach going to have the puck, getting it right back in front. Norkovicius, though, the save, and Scholl the shot in front, and that's a block by Norkovicius.
Great play there by Mitch to be ready for that shot. Again, that third guy coming in high and getting a good scoring opportunity there for Indiana Tech, as the Falcons looked like they were going for a change.
Well, really tried to get in the way of that one, but this is going to keep it rolling along, as now you just have to wait, but you're going to have the tall man in Gobble taking the draw for Bowling Green. Going to be one right back just onto the left side, keeps it going the other way. Looking for somewhere to go now, though, but it looks like Updike has a bit of pressure. Going to pass McCready. Puck is loose and in front.
Good pressure there by Andrew Updike to really push the play. That's what the Falcons need, is to use that speed on the outside.
Well, and Gobble going to let that one clear. Matthews going to be battling Scholze. trying to finish the check. Gobble now has it behind Updike there as well. Looking for somewhere to go. Going to be back to Scholze again. Scholze in front. Loose puck. It looks like Gobble's there and in front. Puck is still out in front. And in front, Bowling Green, and Scholze will have it. Matthews blocks.
Very big scrum here in front as the Falcons are putting a lot of pressure.
Well, Scholze going to get that blocked by Matthews. Still into the corner. A big chance will be loose away. Still in the O-zone, though, for Bowling Green, as Brown will be able to keep that one in as well. And eventually that will still stay in off of Bentley, but finally finds the neutral zone. A big opportunity, and that will be a huge defensive stop for Indiana
as the
Tech.
ref has taken a big hit.
Well, and Indiana Tech now moving the puck in the offensive zone. Played huge defense there off the loose puck as Bowling Green unable to capitalize. Still keeping it in, though, and takes it right back to the corner. Owen Bentley has it behind the net. Going to try to go cross ice on the pass. Updike there as he'll get that one dumped in. As C.J. Brown will be chasing in as well, around 13 minutes and 5 seconds and counting down, as now Asela will have the puck on a rush, goes from the far side and out. As that one goes right into the corner. McMullen able to knock that one away. Brown to Hoover. Going to try to get that one in, but not quite. Looking for somewhere else to go. Higgins going to try to get a knock on that one as well. We'll keep it in, and then just picked up by Mitch.
Yeah, Falcons looking a little sloppy here, kind of throwing pucks around. They had that really good offensive zone set up a couple minutes ago, and just need to figure out how to get back to that and keep putting pucks on net. This goalie looked like he was coming out of his net quite a ways, and a couple chances for the Falcons that were open.
Well, and this one will be taken right back. Going to get it lined up, and now we are off to the races. Here we go, and be getting back along, but now there you'll have it as that one is knocked loose and then taken back the other way. Indiana Tech now trying to take advantage of the bouncing puck. Hoover going to not be able to keep it in the zone, but this one will go back to McMullen, as now he'll have it. Rudo able to knock that one in. Hoover trying to get a big rush here, but then just taken back the other way. Foo's going to get the rush and then goes back to McCready. McCready now in front, going to try to find it. Granica, though, able to get a stick on that, as this one will go right into the corner. A bit of a tie-up. Indiana Tech going to be forced to play defense now as BG will have it. Hoover going to have the puck. Waiting for somewhere. Still going. Dangle looking for a man, and then Hoover in front. Not quite a wraparound. Rudo with the shot, and that one's loose.
Can't find the net. Mark Rudo looks like he caught a shin pad on that shot.
Well, Hoover in front, using some big pressure there, getting into the swing of things with Paterick. Hoover knocked down in the crease, and Hoover's got a two-man. And they're going to let Hoover hear it, but no interference call or nothing there. Kind of a, well, I'll let you chime in, Tanner.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what they're looking at here. And it looks like they are going to give 22 here a penalty for Indiana Tech, as it looked like they were kind of going back and forth, and I almost want to say Hoover makes a good sell there on that one, and then the goalie also getting in there, giving Hoover a couple shoves. I'm sure that didn't help his teammate, as looks like BG is going to get another power play opportunity.
They'll be their third today. Braden Paterick going to get his ninth. But, you know, as a defenseman, seeing that, you got to get low and you got to try to knock him out. That was always my perspective. But as a forward, you know, seeing there, you just get physical and keep him out. But now it goes Kleinau going to win that one right back.
I mean, both of them just trying to do their job, and it looks like kind of got tied up. And they're going to give Indiana Tech an interference call as Hoover went down there towards the end of that play. And good opportunity here for BG as the good keep there by Teddy Schultz.
And Scholze keeps it in. Back to Gobble again, waiting for something to go, and will continue onward and waiting it through. Scholze now has it in front, knocked away. Brown there as well, and there it goes. Bowling Green trying to rush heavy. Not going to work in their favor, as now Scholze will have it behind. A lot of room to breathe, though, with around 11 minutes to go in the second period, but now it goes right back in again as Tech will have another rush. In front, that one to go, though. Kleinau going to be able to get a dump on it and then takes it back the other way. Gobble there going to be on the rush trying to help Kleinau. This one getting right back and through. Knocking it away, though. Now Scholze going to have a chance with it, as he's got Hunter Scholl playing heavily there Normally we see Scholl on the defense, but on the forecheck most likely. Rudo going to try to get that one out and going the other way. Going to keep it going. Rudo going against Scholl for that one. Not able to get a hold of it, though, as
Good
this one
stick
goes
battle
out.
there by the Mark Rudo, but a great play there by Indiana Tech to just keep possession as they're killing this penalty off very well.
Well, and Cassira going to get the dump in for that, forcing the Falcons to retreat again, but we'll see what Granica can do here. Going to try to get a heavy rush and keep it moving along. Going to get it into the corner. Going to be picked up by McCready. Granica going to be battling in there heavily right in front. Looking for somewhere to go. Granica still looking down. He's got a little bit of support. Hoover going to be joining in right in front of you as well, as this one will go back and out. Hoover finds the puck. Looking for somewhere to go. Hoover, though, getting a bit of a
Great job there by
hook.
Hoover using that big frame to get it himself a good opportunity.
Well,
As now we got Higgins in front of the net. Good battle here has really been chippy in front today.
Well, and getting
Good
knocked.
find there.
Just playing it. Hoover looking for it. Waits, and it might be a little too long.
No, Ryan Hoover with a great opportunity decides not to shoot it.
But that one going to be deflected right in front from McMullen. And then another one, and the play will conclude.
That one might haunt number 6, Ryan Hoover, as he had a free lane to the net, up high, looked open, and he went for the dangle and was not able to get it past the Tendy. Good discipline there by the goalie, not falling for the going behind the net. And Ryan Hoover is on the bench, shaking his head.
Well, an unfortunate Higgins, though, getting a little into a scruffle with Jaden Fu, one of the more physical guys for the Warriors. But this one goes back. Conway going to look for a shot. Puck bounces loose and will be possession now for the Warriors as they go on the far side, waiting it right back and out. Indiana Tech now has an opportunity. Going to look for somewhere to go. Webb going to try to pick that one up, but not quite, as now Shostak will be able to dump that one in. The Strongsville kid going to be chasing after that one.
Good hustle there by Ryan Shostak. Ooh.
But still unable to get a clear view of it as this one's going right back and out. Philo Johnson there as well, trying for support. So is Conway, the defenseman behind for Bowling Green, as the orange and brown really needing to get possession of it and to start this one out. But a knock there for Shostak, going to go right over now. Is this one going in? Philo Johnson trying to get a rush. Kept in front, though, will be
Nobody's going
Asela.
for the puck, but
And Philo
good pick
Johnson.
up there by Shostak as he gets a shot to the net.
And Asela going to get a bit of a knock on Philo Johnson, unable to keep that one in. Scholze will just pass that one through. Picked up by Paterick, and the whistle blows.
It's good pressure there by that fourth line of the Falcons as they're keeping pucks in the net, keeping pucks down low, and trying to force things to the net. I think a good thing for the Falcons here is to work pucks up to their defensemen and look for shots. Has really just been battling in front most of this game.
And this one taken aback and will go the other way. Scholze going to be there for some help with Craven. Going to need something to get a piece of, but might not be able to entirely, as now Patton's just going to dump that one in and look for somewhere to go. No breathing room, however, as Scholze joins in. So does McLaughlin in front as Patton, and not quite. Nolan Patton trying to get the pass out and look for somewhere to go. Not quite able to find it as they'll be behind and gets recovered, but now it'll go the other way, and the rush will be intercepted as Patton will get that one out and through. McLaughlin going to be heavy on the pressure now with Scholl. Looking for somewhere to go. Kleinow joins in.
Great play there
Gets
by
in
Kleinow.
front. Patton with the shot in the attempt as McLaughlin will say some words.
Huge save there by the Tendy. Great forecheck there by Jack Kleinow and giving Patton a great opportunity there in the slot, and great save there by the goaltender.
And a big save to be made by, I believe that is Jacob Hawk on our wearing 37 on our roster. We have Lane Copeland 29, Jacob Hawk number 33, Jack Webster number 42, played yesterday. Nonetheless, we'll get this one right back as now it'll go the other direction for Indiana Tech. Kleinow going to have something to go. Not quite able to get that pass as Danny Spock will shed the tackle almost when we'll get it going the other way. Patton going to be into the corner as well. Chasing for something after here, going to be looking through it as this one will be taken back. Patton going to try to get that one out to McLaughlin. No room, though, and nowhere to breathe as that one will be in front, and then another loose puck will just knock it away. And looking for the momentum, and Spock going to give that one up to McMullen is now going to have some more discussion as the hand will not go up, but in front, loose puck as Kleinau tries to get in there. So does McLaughlin. He gets cross-checked. Spock gets in there.
Oh, and there's a hand to the face on Ronan McLaughlin.
Oh, and that is language not suitable for television from Danny Spock, as McLaughlin's just going to smile that one away.
It also looks like they've thrown his stick to the corner and no call there from the Stripes. It looks like they're escorting 17. I'm not sure if he's going to the box or not.
Well, McLaughlin,
it looks like he is. Another power play opportunity it's going to look like here for the Falcons.
Well, McLaughlin currently looking so far this year with 15 penalty minutes. The majority of that came from his 2 and a 10 when he got ejected earlier this season, but still, though, going to have 6:42 left in the second period as we're going to have a bit of a discussion here with the 210 captains, the greatest number in the world of Brendan Asela and Mark Rudo. But how about that?
That's great discipline there by Ronan, as he's been kind of known for being a hothead at the beginning of the year, getting that thrown out of that one of our first couple games. But yesterday and today, drawing good penalties and not retaliating. Just a great job there by 24 to give BG another great opportunity. As these past couple plays, they've had a couple scoring chances and just Tendy standing tall as BG goes on the power play once again.
Well, and by the looks of things, they'll give a 2-minute now to Indiana Tech as they will have 4 out there, BG to keep 5. But an undisciplined penalty that we'll see if BG can take advantage of here as we begin.
Good face-off
right
win
back.
there.
As Granica will get that one over to Rudo. Shot in front. Loose puck is going. Rudo to recover it as this one will find somewhere, just slowing down.
Great play there by Rudo to follow that shot to the net and pick up the rebound and give BG the possession still.
Well, Tech playing the box heavily. Granica going to find that one through. Higgins will get knocked down by Asela. The stick.
Takes, got a lane to the net, goes back door. What a save by the goaltender once again.
And
as a hand to the face here by number 12. It looks like Jack Kleino is not happy about that as he gets a little face wash, but backside, refs couldn't see that.
Well,
another unbelievable save by the goaltender, just holding Indiana Tech in this game as Jack Kleino was open back door for a great shot.
Well, and 11 seconds to go currently on the Indiana Tech penalty. Have killed this tremendously so far today, but Spock will take the draw by the looks of things here. Hoover going to be taking it for Bowling Green as Hoover's going to get that one.
Good help on the face-off there by CJ.
As Brown will take that in the corner. Hoover and Asela getting into it in front of the net. As Scholze and then Hoover taken down, but there's Brown and loose.
Another missed net opportunity as a quick whistle. And they're going to take both, it looks like, to the box. Ryan Hoover.
Now, I know. So this will be the 45th penalty minute of the season for Hoover, but looks like he was more the victim there, if I will. But, you know, the ref's starting to get a little fed up, especially with these two teams. And, you know, you can just kind of feel it, you know, just the way that things are rolling, not really going the way you want. But looks like here with 4:40 remaining, we'll take it from there.
Yeah, Ryan Hoover been in a couple of those scrums today already, and the ref saw that he was an instigator on that one, so he's going to the box as well. As looks like it's going to be 4-on-4 as Filer Johnson gets a good opportunity off the play.
Really trying for something, but going to be 2 in front. JT Webb going to be battling, goes out to Gaeta. Gaeta, the loose puck in front, gets knocked away as Webb will chase that one in the corner as he's tripped up by going for that.
Good pressure here by the Falcons as they're coming out with these pucks as JT Webb
really
taking a couple shots from the behind as refs really letting this one go.
As now we'll take it back.
Filer
and
Johnson
again.
comes out with it. Maybe they're going to get the hooking penalty. I was going to say it looks like he caught him up in the hands, and absolutely great work there by JT Webb and Ryan Filer Johnson as they were just outworked. That's what you want to see out of the Falcons, is just them outworking this team. And when they work our best, these guys are much more skilled than this team, and it really showed there as they just outworked and outgrinded that team to draw a great penalty by Filer Johnson and JT Webb.
As this one will go now, and Ridenour going to be taking the draw for Bowling Green as this puck is dropped and then taken back the other way. Only 3 out there now for Indiana Tech. Bowling Green has 4.
Good keep there by Teddy Schultz.
As
he got back
Granica to CJ, and that one will be deflected and high.
This goaltender standing tall once again.
An unbelievable goaltender performance today.
First weekend back for CJ Brown, and he's really shown that he's a key factor in this team as he's had a couple scoring opportunities. As it looks like these 4-on-3 type situations, a lot of room on the ice for cross-ice passes like that, as you just saw. BG really needs to see if they can capitalize on these only 3 defenders that they have right now.
Well, and taking it back the other way, and then on the draw, but that's in front to
Back door to
CJ Brown.
Granica.
Back to Granica as that one will be just taken and loose the other way. Granica,
Great
though,
keep there by Granica.
able to get it to Schulze, looking for somewhere else to go. Brown back to Schulze, who's pinching. Going to force CJ to play some defense. Ridenour right in front. Waiting for something to go. Going to get past another, and the hand goes up. The puck goes to the right.
Another delayed penalty here on Indiana Tech, and
Oh, and this one will
good
go.
read by Mitch Norkovicius as he was headed to the bench, and that puck looked like it was on track for our own net.
Well,
Great read there by Mitch as BG coming back on the pressure. They're going to get 5-on-3 on this PK.
And that one in
Oh,
front
and the
to
goalie did not see it for even a second as he gets a lucky pad on that one.
Well, and he'll be ruled on a tripping, going to be the 5th penalty as these are lining up so far today. He's got around 3:07 remaining in the period, but as you said, just walk us through how huge this is for BG right now.
Yeah, these past couple minutes, especially on that 4-on-3 and that 4-on-4, BG just really outworking this team, and you've seen the puck in their zone almost this whole past maybe 5 to 6 minutes, and another opportunity for a 4-on-3 as BG can really spread out the ice here and make something happen.
Well, this one will be taken right back and then pulled through as McMullen will now have possession of the puck and will wait it back and find somewhere he can go. Forced to play the triangle, though. McMullen the shot. And another save made.
A lot of faith in this goaltender for Indiana Tech as they're giving him some good opportunities for BG to have open shots, but he is really standing tall here.
Well, and a close call in that one, and we'll go again, but Kleinau going to be out there. He's got Updike, McMullen, and Conway on support as we'll get this one going the other way, but trying through will be McMullen. He's now got possession of the puck.
Another huge save.
Now Conway will recover the deflection. Hoover goes right back out. McMullen
And
in
he
front the goal! Austin McMullen!
Multiple shots here from Indiana Tech, just getting pounded by Bowling Green, and they finally find the back of the net as McMullen goes short side. This goaltender in shambles because you can't really blame that on him. He just faced multiple shots in a short period of time, and BG finally buries one in the back of the net. We really needed that on a 5-on-3 as it looks like, I'm not sure if they'll be even or if they're still going to be down 1. It looks like they might be even here.
Well, a major penalty, they'd still be down 1. If it's a minor, then he'll go right back out there. But the 5th goal of the season for Austin McMullen, and what a beautiful one at that.
It looks like the Falcons scored that one 5-on-3, so they'll continue to be 5-on-4 here.
Well, in that one, if I'd had to pinpoint a play that changed the momentum of things, I'd have to give it to that.
For sure. And even falling back to when we first started that 4-on-4 after that little scrum in front of the net, JT Webb and Ryan Filer-Johnson battling it out and drawing another penalty. I think that's really where BG was outworking and got momentum. And that last maybe 5 minutes, this BG team just outworked, and multiple shots on net, multiple saves by Indiana Tech, but couldn't hold on as BG buries their first one, and definitely a momentum switch there.
Well, and the chances were quick, and, not every chance went in Bowling Green's direction. I mean, like as you mentioned, the stand-up for the Indiana Tech defense really pulled through. As there's some discussion here as to what they're discussing. It's somewhat hard to tell, but if I had to guess, I wonder if it's they're determining whether Indiana Tech will have a 4th man out or if they're still going to be down with 3.
Yeah, we saw BG come out of the box, and It looks like they were to, I'm not sure if they were 5-on-3 at that time or if they were 5-on-4 and will continue to have a penalty on Indiana Tech, or if they're going to be back to even strength. It looks like a long conversation here with the officials.
Well, and I'm not quite sure what the discussion is on, and Hoover's penalty was, as far as I know, was finished when the goal was scored by McMullen, so he will go to the bench and get some much-needed rest. No Walker needed, though, to get there. Well, and, you know, we give a lot of flack, if you will, to Hoover for being a grad student in the situation, kind of being a fifth year like Mark Rudo, but good thing to point out, though, is Hoover will be celebrating a birthday very, very soon on December 1st.
Definitely getting up there, but we're glad to have him for sure. He's been a key factor for this team, especially we saw yesterday, just right place, right time, and being in the right position to bury those key goals.
Well,
and BG will continue to be on the power play here.
Well, and yesterday was big as well when you talk about the opportunities that they had in goal scoring. I mean, McLaughlin, Filer Johnson, two notable names to get their first, as Granica is taking that one in for Hunter Scholl. And C.J. Brown there as well. Granica going to try to get that one in front. Scholl to clear it, as that will force Bowling Green to retreat and take it on back. There's around a minute 30 to remain so far in the penalty for Indiana Tech.
This power play for Bowling Green, just looking to slow things down, get some good opportunities to set up this power play. As you've seen, once we get set up, there's a lot of pressure on the net, so let's see if they can figure out how to get in their spots and get pucks going.
Well, Scholze to try to keep that one in, not quite, just going to move it a little bit far in the other direction. Now it's center ice, shot right on Norkavicius. Will be just taken into the corner, as Granica will pick that up. Got 3 on the line, but they're going to be forcing Fu in for Indiana Tech to follow in, as Granica will take that now into the corner, chasing right after. Looking for somewhere to go. Rudo going to have some support. Spock the shot. Going to go high and out, as Higgins will be able to pass that one away to Rudo, and play will slow a little bit, but Rudo going to dump that one in and continue onward. C.J. Brown going to be chasing right after. Knocks right off the board, though.
An interesting bounce there off the end wall right here by these Zamboni doors, and BG definitely have to keep that in mind, as that was a hard wrap that just got stopped in its tracks. So we'll see what happens here as they continue with the puck. A good move there by Rudo, and he fires it wide.
And just an unfortunate bounce and an unfortunate wide left shot. You know, the Zamboni door is a lot like the ones at Sylvania Tamo Shanner, as this one's going for Seth Gobble. Going to look for somewhere to go. Scholl to take the puck away, though, as Moore will step in. McMullen trying to be some support for BG, as he'll have it. Keeps it in his grasp. Kleinow out in front. Puck knocked away for Updike, as now McCready and McMullen going to be chasing after that and looking for somewhere to go.
Oh, and he fires it to the middle of the ice.
And now less than a minute remaining, and that one in front. Loose puck, and that's off and wide, and looks like Norkavicius will make the save.
Great play there by Mitch to come across and make that play, as that puck was sent to the middle, and Indiana Tech took that opportunity to have a key scoring chance, but great way to step up there by Mitch.
Well, and we'll take it away here, and gonna just need to wait and continue on and see where things will take us, as the draw will be taken, and we will continue on, as time is of the essence right now. Stoller going to be holding it against the wall. 10 seconds now remaining, trying to get out of the defensive zone to get a play going, but Stoller going to knock that one back to Gata, back to Stoller again, waiting for something, as this will expire. Just going to call it a period, as now Bowling Green, though. Both teams will score one there, folks.
Yeah, BG dropped the first period and tied the second. They need to keep up this momentum, as the first half of that period we saw a lot, which was in the first, which is just not as much grind and not as much grit out of the Falcons. But that second half of the period, they really stepped up their game, and I think got a lot of shots to the net and really tested this goaltender, showing that he's a good goaltender, and they're going to have to make some key plays to get by him. And we saw that, a great shot out of McMullen to get that first one on the board, and BG just needs to continue to fire shots on net and keep the pressure on these defensemen of Indiana Tech.
Well, the sixth period of the weekend, in the final one of regulation will continue onward. When we come back, this is Tanner Amos with Dan Ridenour for BGSU Club Hockey here on YouTube. And welcome everybody to the third period of regulation, folks. Joining us is Dan Ridenour alongside Tanner Amos. And here we go, Bowling Green down 1. Looking for another after the Austin McMullen goal. And speaking of McMullen, he'll be out there with Granica to start on defense.
Yeah, a lot of momentum coming here from the Falcons after that end of that second period. Is a lot of pressure in the offensive zone, and really need to make sure they continue that momentum and keep things going on the Falcons side.
Well, and we'll be starting right back and going and through. Matthews going to be able to get a knock there, but so is Granica, and takes it now on the far side, waiting for it. Hoover able to get a good knock there. Going to force it out of their possession. Going to keep in the zone, though, and then McMullen will get a piece of it and forces it out wide. But Hoover now, it's an opportunity, looking for somewhere to go. Beautiful pass over to Rudo, as now this will be taking it now the other way. And then trying for it. McMullen going to try to get a piece of it. Turns it over as now it goes the other direction. Waiting for it in front. Granica, though, still playing defense. So is McMullen. Matthews will fumble it, as this one will be through and away. McMullen able to get a piece of that one there, as Austin will now have a chance to get this one out and through. Finds the neutral zone now, getting it back and away as the puck is dumped in there by Dufort. Now Granica has it. Looking for a place to go. We'll find it out to center ice, as that one will still find its way out into the neutral zone. Battling for it here. CJ Brown to pick it up. Will go out to McMullen. Holding it now, waiting for a pass and an option, and finds Conway. Conway going to be able to get that dump in and then takes it over to the corner. Andrew Updike there for support, as this one will go the far side. CJ Brown there as well. Going to be chasing right after it. So the play will continue on. Conway going to not be able to keep that one in. They're going to rule that it went out to the neutral zone, so Bowling Green forced to retreat. But a heavy breakout here for Indiana Tech. Not being afraid to force the neutral zone on a forecheck, as this one will be tipped and going into the corner, as Casira will have that and goes forward to CJ Brown, trying for something and gets knocked, and then back and throw away. Spock in front has the pass, but no, will be missed. As it'll be caught up by Pumala.
No call there after that was a big hit from behind there.
Well, C.J. Brown going to be chasing this one back and through. Going right in past will be Kleinow to take it away here. Looking for somewhere to go, but we'll continue onward. Both going, and that one past Conway. Finds it out, and that will be the first whistle of the period to stop things here.
Couple opportunities there for Indiana Tech, as BG just needs to bring back that pressure that they had at the end of the second and keep pucks in the offensive zone and get shots on net here.
Well, and we'll just continue onward from now and proceed accordingly. This one going to be dropped. Kleinow looking to take the drop, as this one will go and play will resume. Going now the other direction. Patton going to be there for some support, as Bentley going to try to get a shot on net. Patton with the shot goes up and high. Not going to pull it through, but that will go right back into Scholze. He'll have possession of it, and then goes over to Patton again. Back to Ted Scholze, going to get that right in. This will be going now onto the far corner, waiting for somewhere else to go. But an opportunity ahead. Starting the breakout now, going across will be Patton. Out to Bentley, waiting for it in the neutral zone. Goes in across. But another breakout for Indiana Tech. Trying for it along here, going to be skating it through and through. Scholze there going to be trying to force him out wide, but still using the speed out in front. Puck is missed and recovered, as this one will find its way to the neutral zone. Ted Scholze wasting no time, going heavy on the forecheck, but an opening will follow for Indiana Tech, as Bentley going to try to get a piece of that one there. Just barely went through Aaron Craven, as this one will go out to the neutral zone. Webb to be there. So is Stoller. Looking for somewhere else to go. Puck knocked to our corner. McMullen going to be looking for it, as he'll have it. Going to catch it up a bit, use his feet, loses possession of it. The shot, though, will be out and away, as Norkovicius will just get down and ready.
Dangerous puck there, as that got squared out right in front of the net, but a good play by McMullen to step up and make up for it, getting in front of that shot.
Well, Granica going to get that pass over to J.T. Webb, looking for somewhere to go. Out to the neutral zone now. Filer Johnson heavy, gets a block and then tries for it, as this one will be cleared through and out. Norkovicius just knocks it to the side. Granica now looking for somewhere to go. Going to find it on possession. Stoller going to look for it and through. Filer Johnson there gets it through his stick, as this one will be going the other way now. McMullen has the opportunity away. finding it out and through. Still waiting for somewhere. Granica and McMullen both behind the net on support. Hoover a target, and so is Higgins. Rudo heavy on out with the forecheck as McMullen is down and dropped. No call after the hook from Matthews.
Very questionable there. I thought for sure we were going to have a power play after that hook, but refs didn't see it, I guess.
Well, and Higgins will get the pass over to Rudo, trying for somewhere and out, as that will be a bouncing one, as Conway going to try to dump that one in, and picked right back up by Indiana Tech. Will continue onward as that one's out, knocked away by Matthews. We'll get it going on to the far corner as Conway's there, going to be trying to battle it through with the number 25 of Landon Ringenberg, but will not be able to gain it. So now Mark Rudo going to have the opportunity, gets a bit of a knock, going to be chasing right after it. So here it goes now. Conway going to be forcing McCready out. McCready in front. Norkovicius loses his stick now on that. Right into the corner. Conway just going to try to be pressuring in front, as Norkovicius will be stickless here as time continues on. Pass will go far and out as Rudo will now have a rush. Norkovicius staying put as Rudo going to be chasing that one after. In the offensive zone for BG, going to be trying for it. Gobble in the corner now, waiting on after.
Still no stick down here for Mitch as Indiana Tech gets possession back, and they're coming down this way with no stick on the goaltender.
Well, Scholze going to be trying to force him out, and then in front to Brown. The
Like
net is
got
off.
And that's a big whistle there for the Falcons as the net gets dislodged, and Mitch can go and pick up his stick.
Well, and a big break there, and it was questionable whether or not he'd have enough time just on the rush, but made the safe choice. Fortunately, the net will come off and give the Falcons the break that they need. Currently down one, 6 minutes so far, and in 6 minutes into the third period. Gobble going to try to win that one back, going over to the Indiana Tech defense. Low puck gets knocked just a little too high of the net and out. As the battle
Good
behind.
pressure there by Seth Gobble.
Now trying on the pressure. Right in front is Bentley as well, but now it goes for Updike. Going to be trying through and again. Scholze on a rush now with C.J. Brown looking for it and goes out in front as Updike will chase that one back into the corner. Chasing right after it. Gobble there as well. Going to be heavy on his pressure as well. C.J. Brown, though, able to get the pass and interception as Scholze will get the dump in for Bowling Green. Now going into the corner. Gobble going to be heavy on a rush as he'll get tripped up. C.J. Brown there as well for support. Ted Scholze as Indiana Tech will take it the other way. Spock going to be having the puck. Bentley there now. Moving it right in. Tries to cut over to the far side, but not quite. Puck picked up by Nolan Patton as he'll be able to get that one past Pumala. Now going the other way. Ted Scholze there as well with Gobble, but now in front. Heavy pressure now for Scholze as he'll be able to go and still battling it through. Puck will find its way out. And now on the far side is Patton with nobody there. Going to be forcing heavy on a back check as that one will be shot and right into the glove. The play will end.
Good pressure there by the defense in our own zone to knock that man off the puck and get a good breakout opportunity for Patton as he tries to go upstairs, and a good save by the Tendy. But let's see if BG can change the tides a little bit. Not a lot of offensive zone pressure, but this line out here had good quality chances earlier in the game, so let's see if they can capitalize on one.
And a big chance up ahead in the defensive line that was out there with the one goal for Bowling Green in Granica and McMullen, but now a bit more of a rush as Indiana Tech will have that out. Picked up, though, by Granica. He'll get the pass to Patton, just going to barely miss him. He rolled a tip, though, as that one will go down. Bowling Green, heavy offensive pressure. Ronan McLaughlin able to get a piece of it as he'll get knocked in front. So is Granica. The shot in front almost tipped, and that will be all.
Good pressure there by Nolan Patton as he gets down low and rims it up to his defenseman for a good shot as he parks in front of the net. And I think BG needs more of that, just getting bodies in front and getting in these goalies' eyes, because he's seen a lot of pucks and he's made some good saves. So let's see what BG can do as they get in front of him and maybe get a couple screens.
Well, and McMullen almost on the screen, as you mentioned it. Not quite, though. Puck just loosed and goes over to the far side. Granica going to go over to McMullen, forced out to the neutral zone. Heavy pressure, though, indeed there from the number 22 of Braden Paterick as the hand will go up, and that will be, I believe, a Bowling Green penalty here by the looks of things.
Jack Kleinow is going to get a trip here as he was just trying to get back and stick got away from him and tangled up in the feed. Unlucky break, but it's got to be called. BG, couple power play goals let up, so really need to clear out in front and make sure we're getting pucks out of the zone in this PK.
Well, Gaeta and Conway going to be out there for the defense. Going to have Higgins and Rudo out for the forwards as this one gets set to draw. Higgins versus Matthews. That one cleared, though, by Bowling Green. Gets it going the other direction as we will follow on through. 1:52 and counting. We're on 12 minutes to go in regulation. Bowling Green still only down 1, but the Warriors going to be on a heavy rush here. Rudo playing some defense. Conway backed up as well with Gaeta, but now going over on the far side as
Good
Conway and
here
Higgins
by the
going to get some pressure and going out on the far side. The screen, though, going to be knocked as the attempt was made and the shot was wide by Kashira. So McCready down low, going to get the pass out. Hall now has it, waiting for it. Scholl to McCready. Back to Scholl again. Higgins to break it up a little bit. Hunter Scholl, though, still gets the puck. Looking for somewhere where they can go. Moving it back along. Scholl going to try to get the shot.
Higgins.
And Higgins the block. Higgins tripped up. Higgins still going and a bit of a breakaway. It's Higgins. Got a goal! Bowling Green!
Mark Rudo bangs one-timer on the back door. Unbelievable play by Higgins. He makes the block shot, gets tripped up, quick back to his feet and finds Mark Rudo back door. BG right back in it.
Mark Rudo takes advantage of the rebound finally. Just Bowling Green been trying all day. They will get the much needed power play goal here to get it back along. Mark Rudo.
Penalty kill goal. Short-handed. Great work there by those two killers to get on the puck and get down the ice.
Desperate need for that, and will change the landscape of this game entirely as this one goes right back and through. I'm going to be trying for it, and then back again will be Gobble, and chasing back through also is Updike with Bentley as this one will continue onward. Bentley going to be trying to get that one cleared and out
Good
as
pressure
that
by
one will be a
Bentley
good pressure and clear. BG still short-handed here with looking for somewhere else they can continue on.
BG looking like taking a little more of a different approach on this PK as previous times we've seen more passive. But pressuring these offensive guys to give them block shots and things like that is really helping out as we see on that shorthanded goal.
Well, we'll take it away here, and Craven going to try to get that one back out and then goes back to Asala as Scholze's able to get a knock there and force it down into the corner. Updike going to be heavy on the pressure now indeed at the line, waiting for somewhere else to go. Scholze gets a stick on it and it's cleared, and that'll get the BG bench going.
Lots of energy here for the Falcons. Let's see if they can continue as this fourth line is coming onto the ice to see what we can do. As great work here by the Falcons to just keep pucks deep in their own in the other zone.
Well, Webb and Stoller heavy on the pressure, still fighting for it and going back and through. JT Webb there with Ryan Shostak is going to keep the puck moving along as this one will be right by the BG bench and then takes it back the other way. Bowden Stoller, the hand is up, and the delayed penalty against Bowling Green.
It looks like that's going to go to JT Webb as he came down over the top. I think he was just trying to get a stick around as he was kind of tangled up, but goes over the top and gets a piece of the Tech player as he loses his stick. And BG back on the kill, but out comes Mark Rudo and Higgins. We saw what they just did a few minutes ago, so let's see what they can pull out of their hat here.
And the defensive line that scored of Granica and McMullen as well. After the penalty on JT Webb, that one going to be his 8th one so far this season, but this going to go back and through. Rudo heavy on the pressure now, has 2, make that 3 on him, but Matthews there, and so is McMullen trying to support. As that one will go right back and out. McMullen now with the opportunity, looking for somewhere where he can go, and then gets the puck high and out and stays in the zone and then keeps it going. Rudo there down for support, waiting back after it. As now behind the Indiana Tech net, they will continue onward and wait. Going heavy on the rush now. Here it goes. Higgins going to be there for support. So will Granica, trying to get it back along. A little 17-on-17 action as Kashira, still holding on to the puck, has moved it the entire length of the ice. Goes back to Scholl in front, and then Matthews the shot off of Norkavicius.
Huge save there by Mitch to stand tall on that puck.
And then in front, McMullen going to be trying to move McCready, going to be forced out and gets the puck going the other way, now needing a desperate clear. Higgins going to be there as well, able to get it going. Mark Rudo now with an opportunity.
He's got Granica with him.
Yeah, he
Oh,
does,
but
but
he doesn't
a
see it.
shot and then going for it again. As this one will be backing out, and a bit of a wait here just to continue onward and taking their sweet old time here, and around 41 seconds to remain in the BG penalty, as going to try to get a momentum going here on the breakout. Pass almost intercepted by Updike, but recovered back and away, as this one will go for Craven. And then in front, it's Conway as well. Gobble there for some support. Conway trying to help out as any way he can. Puck goes into the corner, but then taken back the other way and shot in front. Norkovicius, though, stands tall and will make the save as Conway will get into it.
Good save there by Mitch as he stands tall and sees that one coming in. Again with the scrums in front as it continues into this third period. We haven't seen a lot of different hits and things like that late in the game, but it looks like it's coming back as the Indiana Tech is crashing the net hard looking for those rebounds, but great job by BG to clear out and make a good save there by Mitch.
Well, due for it there, and Conway have been getting into it quite a bit so far today, but Gobble going to try to win that draw back, and here it'll go. And then the shot from Asela, as that one will just be high and away. As this period has flown by, just a little under 8 minutes to go in regulation. Tied game so far. Gobble to take the draw. One back to Gata, looking for it again. Through the feet there for support is Updike, trying to get it through. And a big clear there for Gata. We'll get it going. Webb going to go to... Webb went to the box, and now there's a bit of communication. So we're going to stop the clock. Just talk this one over real quick, Tanner.
It looks like they called a icing here on this play, but BG questioning the call. I'm not sure if the penalty was completely up when the icing was called.
Well,
they're going to talk about it,
it's
looks like.
It's a rightful call, though, if you ask me, Tanner, just to kind of challenge this one through, because even if there's 1/2 a second left and you get that one cleared, there still should be waved off. Just looks like it was...
Especially BG also looking for that line change.
Well, and
it doesn't. It looks like they're going to be able to get it as Patton and Ronan come out onto the ice.
They're going to be out there with Updike and then keep it with Conway and Gata on the defense. 7 minutes and 44 seconds will remain. A bit of a scruffle right out and then toughen it out in front. Puck, though, off of Matthews' skate. We'll take it going the other way, and here it goes for Bowling Green. McLaughlin has a chance, waiting for it and going back and through. McLaughlin, pass in front, Updike the intended target, Patton taken down, but now a heavy rush for Indiana Tech going the other way. Bentley on the defense, able to get a hold of it and get it moving, as that one will go out. Patton trying for it as well, but now moving it. It will roll and then goes along. No offside call as that one goes for Ted Scholze, able to find the pass out to McLaughlin, and now the rush going for the Falcons, and then taken away by the Warriors. As this one goes under to Scholze. Puck and everybody's skate going out for Kleinow, as he'll now have an opportunity. Puck going on the far side, trying to get the rush in, passing out. Patton there goes right under his stick, and now this goes the other way. So waiting it back out. Rudo going to be trying for it again here. Bentley there with an opportunity as this one will go. Scholze going to try to lay it all out, wait for it again, and here it'll go. Some more breathing room and opportunities will await as this one will try in front, and not quite. Still looking for somewhere to go. Bentley there going to be on the heavy pressure and still waiting it through. Now there's 3 Falcons into the corner to Indiana Tech's 2, where they have Charlie Potgen and Aaron Craven battling for it. For Bowling Green, it's Nolan Patton, Jack Kleinow, and Owen Bentley. But goes up to the Warrior defense as now they'll take it back and through. Norkovicius the rebound, but still will keep it behind the net. Scholze going to be chasing right after it.
Oh,
and a bit of a trip, and no call will be there. Looks like they've just ruled that he slipped. But here it goes. Time of the essence. And still going with the communication here between Coach Harper and the referee.
And again, BG with the icing, not going to be able to get a change off that they wanted. We've had some guys stuck on the ice for a couple minutes here and really need to get it out as BG looks like gathering at their bench. maybe a timeout called.
Well, that does look like it was signaled a timeout. Then the puck will resume back in front of us, and that's what we'll have. But we're going to stay here during the timeout and just talk things over a little bit. Who would have thought a tie game, 2 unanswered goals for Bowling Green, right back in it. You knew they would be. And now they have just a little under 6 minutes to try to get that third.
Yeah, BG coming out in the third and finding the net on that PK was huge for this team, and they're going to come out here and I think just really work on getting pucks deep into their zone. That timeout really helps getting new, fresh legs on the ice, so we'll see what BG can do with fresh legs. One of the top lines out for the Falcons, including the D pair of McMullen and Granica, the goal scorers on the ice.
Well, you knew they'd bring him out, the filet mignon of the BG lines, if you will, that Higgins, the younger guy working, the freshman working really well this year so far. That's the chemistry that we've seen, and I mean, you can attest to it as a forward with these guys, but just the chemistry that he's had with Rudo and Hoover, just walk us through that.
Yeah, for sure. It's a big thing to work with guys that you want to be comfortable with and want to have that chemistry with, and he's really fallen in with these two great as they're continuing to have a great season, as we had Hoover with multiple yesterday and Rudo with one today, so we'll see if they can continue to make plays and find out a way to come on top as they've had the last goal and see if they can keep momentum.
Well, and Higgins going to try to get a jump on it there. Granica going to pick that one right back up. 17 on 17 right in front of us. Craven going to be the one there, and then Spock, the number 77, but now it goes for Mark Rudo on the far corner. Going to be trying to chase that one in, loses possession, regains it, and we'll find it right on back into the corner.
That one pops out in front, a weird bounce again. We've seen a lot of that off these walls and off the glass today in this rink, is multiple strange bounces, but we'll see if BG can have one go their way.
Well, and we'll chase right after it here, and we're on 5 minutes remaining as the shot in front, and not quite. That one close. Back to Rudo again. Not quite, though, as that one will find its way into the neutral zone. Back to Granica now as Bowling Green will continue on with the breakout, as McMullen going to try to chase that one in. Not quite, as this one will fall just a bit short. Hoover with the interception, though, going to try for something, and a collision at front and center. McMullen will lose it, and now it's going the other way. Indiana Tech trying for something here as C.J. Brown there for support. McMullen.
A lot of chaos going on right now. Puck in the neutral zone for a while, and it's just kind of been back and forth as we get a fresh D pair on the ice.
Well, stays on his feet and then trying for it into the corner as McCready was there. And we're going to...
Looks like we have a man down here over here.
And we're going to let this one tick just a little down, 4:23, but...
Fell awkwardly. We'll just kind of talk about how Mark Rudo, with a great scoring opportunity previously, as he had that great shot in the center of the ice and just barely puts it over the net, as the Falcons have good pressure and playing good in their own D zone. Had a couple minutes in the D zone, but not a lot of shots for Mitch, which is what you want to see from this defensive group.
Well, it is a team effort, and just part of it, you know, where you got to work together as a team, give as much help to Mitch as you can, but just a bit of a injury here, an unfortunate turn of events, but just everyone trying to talk things through here, and looks like they're going to have that same line, though, out there of Gata, and then moving it back along with Gobble and Conway going right back out there. Well, so we will continue on with the injury timeout. We're going to take a little bit of a break here. We're going to step right back to it. When we come back, you're watching BGSU Club Hockey here on YouTube.
6-6 started back in 1946 when then BGSU president Frank Prout gathered a group of 6 students into his office at 12:45 a.m. on October 5th to start what would become a 75-year-old tradition called 6-6.
To have an organization that's lasted 75 years and to have specific goals of creating spirit and encouraging community in that on campus, it's something very special.
I am so proud of how far it's come and how many people in this university know who Sick is now. Sick is like this icon. This is Bowling Green State University.
I joined Sick to give back to the BGSU community. It was also an opportunity for me to kind of step out of my comfort zone, do something unique and different, while also kind of spreading spirit and providing that sense of community for other students on campus as well.
My favorite part is probably helping people, and then of course making them feel welcome, because you know, if I can run around here in a mask being a goofball, then obviously, you know, you can fit in being yourself.
I think Bowling Green is fortunate to have a spirit organization like this, and it's neat to see it grow. Looking at the students today and what they're doing as a group, I'm very impressed with the students that are here and what they're doing to continue this tradition. It just keeps getting better.
The people before me really laid the groundwork and really created the group to what it is now. So I'm forever grateful to our alumni, and I just hope to keep improving the tradition and make the group better.
It is an unusual organization and group, but I think it's uniquely BGSU, and I'm so thankful.
And welcome back, everybody, to the ice as we will be right back at it. I'm Dan Ridenour, joined alongside Tanner Amos. After the injury just took place, as we will continue onward where we were, but looking for it. Still a tie game. Gaeta going to be trying after that one, as Yvonne Kashira will go down with an injury, but takes it right back and through, as Liam Conway will dump that one in, and we will proceed accordingly. Going to go past Gaeta able to keep that one into the zone, and a good play there, trying to get the momentum going and opportunities away, as this one will go cross ice and wait through it back again, as we will have the whistle to stop.
Yeah, a little slow here from BG as we were coming out, but we're really looking to see them come off of that little break that they had and with some speed.
Well, and Kleinau to take the draw now with a little under 4 minutes remaining. Going to need something to go here. He's got McLaughlin and Patton out with him, and then McMullen and Granica, that first defensive line that we have seen a lot of this weekend, only running 6 defense, as Patton will take that now on the far side. The shot right in through, and then it'll be in the chest.
Good pressure there by the Falcons as they get one into the zone and going to get a draw. Really looking for the faceoff win here, which BG has been doing a very good job today, is on faceoffs and really helping out the centers. A lot of tie-ups and a lot of wingers helping to get pucks back to our defensemen.
And the play will begin. Just
A quick shot right off the faceoff. Nobody was ready for that as it slides through the 5-hole.
And that, who else but Ronan McLaughlin? The man indeed. Give that to Ronan. Goes his entire BG career without one, and then gets 2 back-to-back. How about that, Tanner?
Great showing from him this weekend, and like I just said, off the face-off, great job by the Falcons as he comes in off the wing to help, and he just throws it to the net, and the goalie's not ready. A lot of traffic in front, and BG takes the lead by 1 in a desperate time for a great goal.
And that'll be 3 unanswered and 3 different goal scorers for the Falcons, as Kleinau is now on the rush heavy. But now so is Indiana Tech, and a bit of a turnaround as the man who just scored going to be McLaughlin. They'll rule a hooking call on that one.
I don't like that call, as he even dropped his stick because he did not want that, and the guy goes down. Tough call for them, and it's a tough break as BG's going to go on the kill here. Big power play for the Indiana Tech, and big kill for the Falcons.
Well, and going to be chasing it on through, as now there'll be 4 out there, and Bentley, Scholze, Higgins, and Rudo to be the 4. Looks like they're going to put Scholze up more on the right, not behind, and then they're going to keep Mark there as well, and we will continue onward, but that's going to be a bit of a knock.
Good stick there by Higgins as he picks up the puck on another rush.
Oh, and now
he's got Rudo back door again.
Well, taken to Higgins, going to try to get that in front, and not quite.
So they're going to have to hustle back as now an odd man rush for Indiana.
And now going back through again. McCready there, trying in front.
Good stick by Rudo. Quite. Great help from behind as he picks up that high guy.
Yep, and now that's going and trying it back through. Conway there.
Goalie coming out of the net.
And an empty net is called indeed.
6 on 4.
2:40 and counting remains, as that will be Rudo going to try to keep that one back and in. is now trying to take heavy advantage on a 6-on-4, just try to pick up a man
Big
in
save
front,
there.
and that's cleared by Higgins.
And Higgins, unlucky break with this short glass as he sends it out of the zone. Very short glass compared to the home ice at Slater, and that's just a tough break as he thought he had that off the glass, and it goes into the netting.
Well, a big clear attempted. A minute 14 to remain in the McLaughlin penalty, as now it'll keep the rush going. So now we'll get right back out for it again.
Empty net continues for Indiana Tech here.
And Higgins
As
gonna
a
be
great
out
win
there.
by Higgins as Schultz.
And
Schultz
Schultz
down the
might
ice.
go, and that's going
Just
far
misses
and out.
left. On the kill, though, so no icing. Play continues.
And now here it goes. Updike going to be on the heavy rush, and then Gobble there as well, but it's just keeping it going, and Schbach going to have the opportunity
Good
in front.
save there by Mitch.
Dorkovicius in the foot, and
good
that's
help by Ted Schultz.
And that's backing away from McCready. Going to be trying for it. Goes up and high. A bit of a screen on Norkovicius. The save. The other save. And the man down in
huge
the
save
knock.
by Mitch.
And just get him out of the crease. Ethan Matthews there tried to get it on the attack, but that will be all with just a minute 59 remaining.
Timeout now called by Indiana Tech. And that is just a huge save, standing tall by Mitch. As that puck came from the high slot. An open shot that he made a great first save and a great rebound save.
Well, and 46 seconds currently remain on the McLaughlin penalty, going to wait it back, and again just trying for the timeout here, but so far they're playing a heavy 6-on-4. Norkovicius has stood tall. The main key to success is get it out of the zone.
Yeah, definitely. And get it, even if it's not out of the zone, out of in front of the net. That's where we've seen a lot of chaos today, especially with this Indiana Tech team, as they just shots from the point and crash the net hard. So BG really looking to clear out and make sure that they can help their goaltender here in this late time, up by 1.
Well, and we'll continue onward and just hope for the best, as now an opportunity will await, but we need to just consider this and what's ahead. Bowling Green currently looking to advance to 4-12. And then also have an away record of 3-4. They need to get the win here, especially with the break coming up ahead. As Gobble will take the draw back to Gaeta. Schbach, though, for Indiana Tech. In the crease, though, it looks like a bit of McCready gets into that action and still fighting it on through. A minute 47 and counting as Gaeta's down. Play will be concluded.
Gaeta on 3 guys, able to hold that puck down there, and they're going to call the whistle quick, as I think they believe he was covering up the puck, but no penalty called as play continues. Big face-off here for Seth Gobble if he can make something happen.
33 seconds remaining in the McLaughlin penalty. Schbach going to get that back to McCready after the win, and then Scholl going to try it, and then back and through.
Huge
and
save by Mitch.
And another save.
As he holds on. And a big
Gaeta.
scrum in front as Gaeta tied up. He wants out. He does not want to hurt his team.
Well, Gaeta in there with Matthews, and, you know, Gaeta more of a relaxed guy and has
great discipline there by BG. Great discipline as they were going after the goalie. They cleared him out but didn't do anything extra. And that's what we need. Another penalty would really hurt the Falcons here as they continue on this kill.
Well, and Norkovicius not happy with it either, but now 25 seconds remaining in the penalty. And we
Good win.
And we continue onward. McMullen going to get that one out and far away.
Another one just left of the net. 2 opportunities from all the way down the ice.
Just like Scholz's, but now Hunter Scholl going to have the opportunity as Indiana Tech will
gonna
take
be
it away.
offsides.
Back to McCready. Rolled offside. They have to get out. Ridenour with the dump. Is that going to go?
And he hits just left once again.
It goes the length of the ice, but not quite. Going to pull through. Around 70 seconds remaining so far in the game.
Back even to 5 for the Falcons.
Well, I'm going to be chasing
and
it back.
another one.
Chase back through as this one will conclude, and waiting back again. But yeah, just walk us through kind of as your analysis, Tanner.
Yeah, I think BG really just keep doing what they're doing. Clear out in front of the net. They're doing a great job. I'd like to see the wingers get out on these D and not let them get as many shots, as it looks like we have too many men here for Indiana. There's a little confusion.
Well, and they're going to take off the number 10 of Brendan Asela, the captain for the Warriors, as this one will be taken back for Higgins, and then going to try it as McCready in front. Norkovicius, though. Puck goes just over on the right. Schbach there. Granica, though, with a big knock. And that will be a tough one to get up from in a recovery for Dufort as time continues on. Less than a minute.
He's going for the net.
And the puck will go and
he
then
sails
out.
it over as that's going to be an icing.
Well, able to clear it. 42.6 seconds remain with time so far. Just crunch time here and the moment that you live up for, and we'll go back for it again. Higgins going to be taking the draw. McMullen down in the corner as Rudo and Granica the other out there.
Some more confusion from Indiana Tech as they still have too many.
They
But
have to run 6. They got their 6 and they'll take it, but this one backing out. CJ Brown going to try it. Loose puck in front, just barely gets away. 17-on-17 action as now we see Kashira in the corner. Trying for something a little bit now. 30 seconds remain. Still battling in front. Higgins holding on to the puck, and so is Granica. Knocked loose, though, by Rudo. Waiting it back along, and again, Higgins, though,
and
trying to get the clear.
Out.
And another one on that regard. 20 seconds, though.
They're going to say that got tipped, so change opportunity for the Falcons as they're going to bring a new couple out on here. A fresh 5 to try and finish this game out. Short time. Let's see if the Falcons can hold on. Big face-off here to try and get an opportunity for that empty net.
They'll take it here. Going to be going back along and trying for it as here it'll go. McMullen able to get the clear out to the neutral zone. That looks like it'll be another icing. And we'll just take time off the clock. Now only 12 seconds remain.
And that's really what the Falcons are looking for, is keeping that puck out of the zone as quickly as possible. They scratch a couple seconds and right back to the same spot we just were.
Well, more importantly, keep it away from Norcovicius, as this will go right back to where we left off. Gobble going to be taking the draw now and waiting back again. So Gobble going to lose that one. Back in front, Norcovicius, and another big one as that one goes and out is Kleinow now has the puck waiting now. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. The slap in front, and that's picked up by Updike. Bowling Green will win it. The sweep
hangs on. The Falcons hang on as Indiana Tech really looking to jam one in at the end as they were just ripping shots. But a huge play by Mitch as he continues to make things happen.
And the big celebration for the Falcons will win it. 3-2 the victory, 3 unanswered, and a big, big win for the Orange and Brown. And they will get the handshakes going, and that will be Ziggy Zumba, Zumbaze. As we'll head to the locker room, and we'll head back to Bowling Green. We'll see you December 5th as we take on the Dayton Flyers for that one. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Tanner.